everybody. Welcome to the Lions Den. We got a short video for y'all real quick, and we'll be right back.
What I like most about Crockett County and Ozona is it's a small town, it's family atmosphere, it's just a great place to live and raise a family. One of the great things that we've got going on in this district right now is our students and our staff. We're an A-rated school district for the first time in a long time, and that's huge for our community and our kids. We've also got new buildings that are opening up, new track, new tennis courts, new turf in our stadium. So kids and the community are very excited about those type things. One of the biggest challenges that we have is that we've not invested in our schools for so long, and now we're trying to play catch up.
The bond election on November 8th, 2022 is comprised of 3 propositions totaling $30 million. Proposition A is for $11,250,000 for maintenance and security. Proposition A will replace the roofing at the Heritage Center, Davidson Gym, and Middle School, build a covered bus canopy to house district buses, as well as upgrade safety and security measures throughout the district. Proposition B is for $18 million for the Athletic Center. Proposition B will address the Athletic Center, located at the south end of the existing stadium, in order to update current TEA requirements and all Title IX energy efficiency and building codes. Also, the girls' and boys' locker and weight rooms will be upgraded with coaches' offices and storage, and upgrading the concession stand and adding ample parking. And Proposition C is for $750,000 for the renovation of existing teacher housing for teachers.
One of the biggest questions that I'm always asked as a superintendent, how can you raise a bond and not raise taxes? The simple answer is the wind farms. They are generating enough money to make up that difference. There will be no tax rate increase. I just want to remind everyone that early voting starts October 24th. Early voting ends on November the 4th, and Election Day is November the 8th.
All right, everybody, it's a good day today. Got a couple of highlights we're going to go over here with Coach Taylor from our last game, talk about that a little bit, then we'll move on to the next game. So we're going to show a couple of highlights here real quick and talk about them.
I don't know where they found the highlights. Might be practice film. Check it out. This is a pretty rare one right here. Hudson gaining positive yards on a run. That's pretty impressive. We gave him a hard time about it. He was pretty excited. Christian Villarreal here with the great run. This play, it kind of sucked everybody up into the middle with Big Lake. I don't know what they were thinking, but then Christian got to the outside and took off. It's a great run by Christian. Hudson to Max. Last week we had a lot of Hudson to Max plays.
This was Michael Preddy's first catch.
Oh, that's right. Michael Preddy, freshman, making his first big play on offense. Right here's Hudson to Michael Doms. They're playing off of us quite a bit. This is right before the half. We're just trying to get down there where we can throw one up in the end zone. Another good run by Christian. We've been kind of waiting all year for Christian to kind of grow into his role. And it's been a learning process for him, and he's finally coming around. This is kind of his showing out game last week. Proud of that kid. Hudson to Max again. This is a good play by Max, just making people miss, getting big yardage here. Before each play, when you see the players talking to each other, it's always a nice, warm feeling, knowing that they're not sure what they're about to do. Good blocking here by Christian. Good run by Michael Doms.
All right, and that's our highlights for the Big Lake game this week. We're traveled to Forest to play the Buffaloes. Probably going to be cold.
It's
Probably
going to
to
be cold, windy, and probably raining.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Great weather.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold. And we'll be there live to bring it to y'all. And so if y'all don't want to go and get wet and cold, just tune in. Me and Ruben will be there tonight. But do they run the ball, pass the ball a lot?
This Force End runs the ball probably 65-70% of the time, but they've got a lot of big bodies, and they lean on those guys, and they're gonna try to just pound the ball. They'll throw it every now and then just to keep you honest, but going into this game right now, Force End, they have one loss on the season. They're undefeated in district play right now, so they're number one in the district right now. I think the main thing I think that's been really motivating the kids this week is just the chance to upset the team that is in the lead right now in district. Games like that are always fun when you're the underdog and you try to upset the number one team, and that's kind of the case right now for Force End, for us in Force End.
Good morning, middle school. Can we do our radio check, please?
Sorry.
Cameo from Mr. Hawthorne. Appreciate you, Mr. Hawthorne.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's going to be a tough ball game. They're very good, but the kids are up for the challenge. They're going to battle. And we're going to do what we can.
Yeah, and it's awesome seeing our freshmen make plays like Preddy and Christian and Jacoby Ramos and stuff like that. They're doing. It's good to see them coming up, and
I think we have 6 freshmen right now on varsity because we had to move another one up for this game, and we keep losing kids every district ball game. We've lost at least 2 kids, 2 starters, and all our kids start both ways, and so we've taken some big hits, but these freshmen have stepped up. They're making plays when they need to, and I think the biggest thing is they're getting a lot of experience right now. For next year and years after that.
It's good for the future, It looks like a bright future. See some of them make plays like Christian and Preddy, and then Jacoby on defense. He's making a couple good plays. So, it's a rebuilding year for us, and people are getting hurt on top of it. So it's just,
And I think another benefit is it's having to move these guys up is making some other JV guys have to step up, who kind of in the past could rely on those guys, to make all the plays or whatever. And so now they're having to step up. So it's been good for the freshman and sophomore group.
And Tino, he gets to play quarterback on JV,
Right.
so we talk about it every day during drills, and he's pretty excited about that,
He's been doing a good job.
Yeah, we got to laughing because he wanted to pass the ball. He kept telling him he wanted to pass, so we let him practice throwing it to the receivers all the time. It was pretty. We got it.
And he threw a touchdown last night in the JV game, and it was pretty impressive. I didn't think he could throw it that far. Never seen him throw it.
Yes, sir. Well, we got a guest today, Mr. DeVecchio. They got a band concert this weekend in Lubbock, right?
Yes, we have a competition at the Lowry Field.
Lowry Field. Does that that determines if y'all go to state, right?
Yes, so we are competing with 24 other bands, and there's a finals round. They'll take 10 of those bands into finals, so we very well could perform a second time that day. And then from there, they'll pick the top 5 bands to go to state.
Have you ever been to state with this band before?
No, not with the band here.
Okay, so.
I've only gone to state to watch.
Yes, sir. Awesome. So this be cool. This is a good thing. I heard y'all this morning. They sounded great when they're warming up and stuff. The kids look pumped. You could see it.
We're very excited, and it actually only started to show yesterday how excited they were and how excited I was. Yesterday we were going through rehearsal, and I was like, guys, we were gunning for one of those top 5 spots. Show me what that's going to look like if you make the top 5. And man, we did a run right at the start. We didn't really do a whole lot of practicing on it. We did our warm-up and straight into a full run, and it looked better than I'd ever seen it before. And at the end, I was like talking to them, and I was like, guys, I'm excited. And they're like, yeah, we can tell. And from there, it's just been a lot of excitement, a lot of energy. And this morning they showed up again. And I think they're ready.
Yeah, they seem ready this morning. It seemed, pretty pumped up about stuff. So.
I'm pumped up. I can't wait to see what they pull off on Saturday.
And how long does that competition? It's all day kind of thing. Since
Oh
there's
yeah,
24?
it's all day. So we are the last band of the day to perform. So at 4:20 is our performance slot, and by 5:30, 5:15, I can't remember exactly what it is on the schedule, we should be finding out who advances to finals. Now the good thing about that is we're in that last spot, so we won't get lost in that mix from the earlier bands of the day. Last year we went really early, and we just got kind of lost in there. But
Fresh on their mind.
yeah.
What this is just 2A?
Yeah, this is just 2A bands. So all the bands in the Area A, which is Region 1, Region 6, and Region 16. And I believe Anthony, Region 22, but they're not coming. Those are all the bands that got a Division 1 that are showing up to this contest. So out of all those 25 bands, only 3 of them are from our region, Region 6. It's us, Forest and Albany. So either we got judged really hard and we're going to go and impress, or there's a lot of good bands out there. I'm not sure which one it is yet.
I had this question asked to me the other day. How do they, I know like you want all ones or whatever, but how does that score work?
So we're not competing for ones once we go to area. That's the region contest. We're competing against the standard. When you go to region, you want those 3 judges to give you ones. Now it averages out to your score, and then you get your division. 1, 1, 2 averages out to a 1. You got a 1 at contest, great. Here it's actually a kind of a caption judging. There's 3 music judges and 2 marching judges, and then they give you points on a scale of 1,000, 0 to 1,000. And you're trying to just get more points out of the music judges and out of the marching judges than the other bands, and you're trying to get one of those.
You're going for a high score now.
Yes, so you'll get ranked. Like one of the music judges, if they gave you 800 points and they gave another one 700, and 800 was their highest, you get position 1. And then that second highest will get position 2, and that's 1 through 25 you get ranked. Out of all 5 judges, you get an average rank. They go through and they tabulate that, and they kind of position you based off of how many first places, second places, third places you had. You could have like a first place and a 16th place, which we don't ever like to see that kind of inconsistency, but
I've never known how that works.
well, I don't know that the judges know how it works sometimes. So
one thing I had to ask you, you have a keyboard, right?
we do. It's the synthesizer.
Yeah.
So,
Who does that?
Charlie Oglesby.
I
Plays
seen
the
it,
keyboard.
but I didn't know, who played it and stuff.
Yeah, I gave her the music at the beginning of the year, and I said, here you go, you play piano, right? Do this. And she goes, okay. And she just came back, learned it. I showed her a little bit how to play some of the parts, and I made her listen to Meatloaf and said, make it sound like that. And we just so happened to have a setting on the keyboard that sort of emulated the way it sounds at the beginning of the actual song, so I was like, let's use that.
That's pretty cool.
Do you have someone that plays the triangle?
Yes.
Who is that?
I think Isaac covered some of the triangle part on the field.
Okay. If he gets sick or gets injured, Coach Green is willing to step in. He has experience with the triangle.
Okay, but I don't know if I have the capability to teach Coach Green how to do the prop moving and stuff.
Oh, he's got it down
I
already.
don't know if he can figure out the positioning and all that.
We have confirmation that he practices at home.
Well, he can't yell at the props and make them move, though.
I don't even know what to say to that. That was a good one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I played in band when I was in 6th grade, and I wanted to play the drums. I had no rhythm, and they're like, "You're not playing the drums." I was like, "Then I'm not in band," and that was it. I was like,
That was probably a win-win.
yeah. I had no rhythm. Like they showed me how to try to do these drills, and I knew I was off as I was doing it. I was like, "But it's my first time. Surely everybody is off," and I was like the first person. He's like,
No, you got to have body rhythm if you're going to play percussion.
Yeah,
I do
he's like-
auditions in 6th grade where I let them figure out real quick if they've got it or they don't, and I pick them in around Christmas time, and from there, I train them up to get ready for high school.
It was hilarious because he was trying to be nice to me, like, "Hey, we don't think you're gonna be a drummer, but we have other." I was like, "I don't want to do it," and he just looked at me. I was like, "No." He's like, "Well, you can play trumpet." I was like, "I don't play any of that. I don't know those. I just wanted to be a drummer," and I was like, "It's okay." So then I never was a band after that. I just wanted to play drums. So also, does the Preddies play this? They stand by each other marching, right?
Yes, they're
They
both
do.
in the percussion section.
did
Kaylin
not
and
know
Michael
that.
Preddy are both in that percussion section. And
I'm-
actually, there's parts in the show where Michael Preddy, he closes his cymbals and he holds them as a hi-hat, and Kaylin plays off them.
Yeah, so I
a little bit
noticed-
of brother-sister teamwork there.
Yeah,
right?
I noticed that in Mason because I never get to see the back. You know, like
Right.
they were facing the home side, and I seen the guys at the back, and I seen Trey out there, and I didn't know his sister played drums. I didn't know who it was.
Oh, and she's
but
killer
his
too.
mom was sitting beside me, and she was telling me that was Kaylin's age. Yeah, Kaylin.
Yeah, that man, I couldn't ask for a better percussion section. You know,
That's pretty
they're,
cool.
They're fantastic.
And it cracks me up because they're always smiling and laughing. Those brother and sister.
You haven't been to my practices. We smile and laugh when we're not having to deal with Mr. Dovecchio all the time, right? Sometimes we're not smiling and laughing.
Yeah, I just seen them playing the drums and stuff, and I seen him do that cymbal thing right there. I don't know anything about music, you know, but I was watching him. I was like, that's pretty cool. So is Luna gonna, since his arm's hurt, Michael Luna, right? Is he-
Yes. The good news is it's not the arm he needs to hit the
Okay.
buttons. So
So you can hold it. And,
he's gonna put it on. He's gonna play. It hurts him sometimes because the tuba rubs on his elbow, but it's not causing any serious problems.
so it
So
just kind of hangs on the shoulder.
he puts it on his shoulder. He refuses help getting the tuba on some days. I'm like, "Do you want help? Do you need it?" He's like, "No, I'm good." I'm like, "Sure," and he just gets the tuba on. He goes out there and he does it. So there was one day I was a little fussy with him. He's like, "Man, I really need you playing," and he's like, "Well, I don't want to be hurt," and I was like, "Okay, I gotta leave him alone." But you know, it's hard when your upperclassmen are, you know, more than me this year. When your upperclassmen start getting hurt, it's like, oh, you get a little stressed out. So.
I've had about 25 requests. If y'all would learn how to play
No.
Welcome to the Jungle,
Welcome to the jungle.
so they can.
I thought you were about that. No,
No.
I'm not even gonna say what I thought you were gonna ask for.
I've had so many people ask me that, like here lately,
Welcome to the
to play it when the guys run on the field. That,
Never
I've
heard a
not-
band play it.
I've
You
never
know,
either.
I
I've
have
never
a
heard
feeling
it.
that would be next to impossible
Yeah.
to make sound good in a marching band.
Yeah, I don't know
sadly.
anything, but I've had so many people tell me to ask you, and it just started like a couple of weeks ago, maybe
Oh,
2
man.
weeks ago, and I was
I'm
like, I
learning.
don't think you can do it. You just got the guitar. And,
The level of skill it would take to play some of those vocal patterns and stuff on an instrument.
Yeah.
Sadly, I don't know that I have the capability to make that happen.
I don't know
But
anything. Yeah, I don't know, but I was like, I'll ask him if. Yeah.
That would be really cool, but it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah,
sadly.
I was like, they asked me, I was like, I have no idea, but I'll see what he says. I was,
Yeah. Keep your requests coming though, because he likes taking requests. Got him to be speechless.
I just can't say what I want to say.
Well,
Mariachi band's coming next.
Stop.
well, yeah, everybody get out to Forsan
Pronounce mariachi.
and watch the game. Get warm. It's going to be raining and cold. We're going to be out there. If you can't make it, tune in to www.ozonalines.com. We'll have the game live for you. Me and Ruben will be there. Everybody wear your purple and stay warm, and we will. And make sure everybody to go out and vote. The bond is open for early voting and stuff like that right now. So hit up the votes. Go cast your ballot there at the courthouse right now.
You can't see it on camera, but I voted yesterday. And all it takes is having your mom work at the polling station and text you constantly, and you get there, people. Vote. Also, before we do the sponsors, I'd like to wish a happy birthday to Dustin Martin. Best birthday gift you can give him is a date, single ladies. So come on over to the high school. He's at the Ag Building.
We're taking all applications.
That's right.
So that his number might be on the sign at the high school. You know, happy birthday number, stuff like that.
Must be able to cook.
Well, yeah, you have to be able to cook. That's what they told me. You know, I thought when I got married, they just knew how to cook, but it doesn't work out that way. It's a good thing I got a great mother-in-law. But I'd like to thank our sponsors, Tretto's Towing and Tire, Michael Mitchell Services, Ozona Bank, Mike's Auto Care, and Bunger Real Estate. So thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you Friday night.